Welcome to Creative Scrapbooker Magazine's Technique Tasters. We are here today with Christy Riopel, and Christy is going to be doing mixed media background techniques, which are so fun and versatile for both scrapbooking, art journaling, card making, right?
Yeah.
You name it. Now today you're going to show us a better way to use your stencils, and I like anything that says better. So what are you going to show us here, Christy, how to do?
Okay, well, often when we spray through a stencil with something like this, the Distress Stain spray, we get harsh lines and we get spray over from the edge of the stencil.
Yeah.
What I'm going to show is how to get this really nice, soft, worn away look, and also how to take a small stencil like this stencil and create a larger area.
Because the problem that I have very often is I'll lay my stencil down, and this is what you're going to fix for me today, and I'll spray it, and even though you're spraying it like this, you still get that hard line, and then you have to figure out a way to make it not a hard line. So I'm really excited to see what you did.
Okay, well, let's get started then.
Yeah, let's get started.
So let's move this out of the way. When you're spraying, you always want to have a nice protected surface.
Very important to not have anything precious jewels around the workstation.
Exactly. And I like to think of my background paper, and we're using Stampin' Up! Just their nice, smooth white cardstock.
Okay.
It's a great base to build layers onto.
Okay.
And I'm going to start and think of it as in like quarters.
Okay, and this is Elizabeth Craft Design stencil.
This is an Elizabeth Craft Design stencil, which I love. Isn't that cute? The
It
little
is cute.
flowers.
I love anything flowers.
Okay, and then I'm going to take a paper towel. Now, I like these little Selecticides. They work great for this.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it around the edge of my stencil.
You're not going to go, it just randomly, doesn't matter if it goes over top?
No, I want to leave the edge of the stencil.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but I want to protect the paper. So that will stop spray over lines over the edge of my stencil.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first part that's really important.
All right.
Okay, then I'm going to get you to take this
Ooh,
spray.
I get to spray.
And you're going to just spray this corner here. Do not spray over here.
Ooh, I'm actually nervous. So
You should be a little bit. No, you'll be fine.
So do I spray down?
You want to
or do I
spray down,
up?
and you actually want to go fairly close.
Okay.
Okay. You're not misting the whole sheet. I want you to give me just like one or maybe two shots right in this area, right in the corner.
This is about right?
Yeah.
Right,
a
right
little, you can go a little
bit closer. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Go for it.
Here we go.
A little bit more. Good. That's perfect.
Woo! That wasn't so hard. I'm good.
Now I'm going to show you my very fancy technique for cleaning a stencil.
Okay.
I'm going to just pick up my stencil, throw it in the roll of paper towel, and give it a little roll, and now all that ink is off of there.
Oh, instead of rushing to the sink and trying to get it dried and...
The less you scrub your stencils, the longer they will last.
Yes, I believe that. That's a very good tip.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stencil.
Because you do have some lines here, so we're going to get rid of them.
We're going to get rid of them. And I'm going to line the stencil up over the pattern over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same thing again.
The same thing.
With my paper towel. Just like that. And again, you're going to just spray in that corner.
Spray in that corner. Okay. This time I'm braver.
Yep. There you go. A little bit more over here, I think,
there?
too.
Okay.
Okay.
La da da da.
La da da. So see how now we're starting to get that really nice soft edge?
Yes.
And we can even do a little bit over here, too, if we want to.
Okay.
And just spray a tiny bit right there to get rid of that line.
Just right
Yeah,
right
just
there?
be brave. We're not even going to put... Look, we
Oh,
didn't
that
even
was
put
kind of
paper.
hard.
That's excellent.
Oh, perfect.
So see this beautiful soft line that we create?
Yes.
That's how you do it.
There you go.
Not difficult
We can
at
really
all.
see it. I want to have a look at this here, so you can really see. So basically, you've covered up this line that exists. You've covered it up underneath the photo
Well, no,
and stuff.
I went the next side.
Oh,
so
you went the next side?
You can keep going.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually go right over to here. And see, we're just reusing the same paper towel because I'm all about
frugalness.
Exactly, and saving the environment and
this
that
Ranger Distress Stain, it comes out so nicely.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So where do you want me to spray?
Right in the corner.
Just right in the corner. Okay.
Always in the corner. A little more. Okay. So let's see how it looks. Maybe a little tiny bit right there.
Okay.
So you can see where the line is.
You kind of learn what to look for, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey? Cool. Very cool.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Da-da-da. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Very
So then you
nice.
start to get
This
that little
halo-y
bit
around.
of that softness over there.
Nice.
One last step that really takes it to the next level
Okay.
is we're going to flick a little bit of this on.
Flick.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just unscrew the lid, and I'll do this part because it makes your fingers
Yeah.
messy.
Okay, perfect.
And all you're going to do is just flick down.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And see, I'm not dipping it back in each time. I'm literally just going over it. And so see how that, again, softens that edge
It does.
and creates...
Did you do it with black stain too? Is that what this is
The
over
black
here?
stain on that one is actually really cool because it's this stamp set from Stampin' Up.
Ah, I'm going to show
So
that
it
at the same
has
time.
that.
I'm reaching over, sorry.
That's all good.
I'm going to move this one away.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can see that this image is
Oh,
right
I
there.
see. I would have, it kind of looked like you did the flicking, but you didn't.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's just
This
the different
This is the
stamps.
flicking, the green.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And all I did was stamp this with the Ranger Archival ink.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay.
What else did you use on this layout,
So to
Christy?
finish up the layout, I stamped my title with the larger than life alphabet numbers from Stampin' Up, which I love. I love this set. And again,
It's the right size for layouts,
It
isn't
is.
it?
And
Yeah.
I stamped each letter individually. Okay, so then that lets me get them really nice and close and tight. And then to finish off the layout, I used these great papers from Coordinations to do my mats.
For the people who don't know, Coordinations also has a fantastic pattern paper
They
line.
do. It's
they're very
beautiful.
well known for their gorgeous cardstock. They also have a beautiful pattern paper line. which
colors
you'll
are
see.
so vibrant.
Very vibrant, yeah.
And then I used these neutral tones and
To create that little tiny
I
monkey.
did. I used these Elizabeth Craft dies to create, his name is Jinx.
He's super cute.
And this one to do the rope. And then
So this is actually I thought that was a real rope.
no,
that looks really
it's
real.
actually done with this die,
Very
which
nice.
is really cool.
Cool.
And so that's what I used to finish off. And then
now-
a little line around the edge, of course, with our Pigma Sensei pens from Sakura.
Very nice. That's this right here that makes it.
Yes.
Look like a frame.
And then just matting it on another piece of Coordinations cardstock.
And you stuck it all down with your Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and I see
And
you've
this
got there.
one, and then this is so cool, the new Easy Runner Grand, which is awesome. You never run out of adhesive
Oh, I
with it.
love that. Never run out of adhesive.
It's a good
Love
thing.
it. Thank you, Christy.
No problem.
This was fantastic. I am really excited about taking my stencils to the next level. Christy is back and she is going to create a photo vignette. And I have to say, I like saying that word.
It's fun to say,
It is a
vignette.
very fun word. And I actually wasn't sure what a vignette was until today. So thank you, Christy.
Okay.
So let's get right into it.
Okay, well, before we do our photo,
Okay.
we're going to do a very, very fast background.
Using some of this.
Using the Dilutions paint from Ranger, which I love because it's very opaque.
And look at those
It's
stunning colors.
smooth too. You got to like smooth paint. So
that's
all we're going to do
yummy
is
just
take
looking at it.
these beautiful brushes from Ranger's Wild Dina Wakely, and we're going to just stick the brush in, and you're just going to go like this.
And this is Coordinations?
Coordinations, this is their pattern
Their
paper.
pattern paper, and it's
but it's
beautiful.
a bit thicker, so it really holds up to having wet stuff put on it.
I get to paint?
You get to paint.
Oh, this is so pretty. This actually looks...
So we're going to use blue and green,
yummy.
and we've chosen
What-
colors.
Can we see what I'm doing, or does it matter?
Absolutely.
Okay.
See, we're just going to go back and forth with some of the color.
Just back and forth.
There's no wrong way to do it.
Are you sure?
100%.
Have you seen me paint?
Like painting the side of the barn.
Okay, so just back and forth?
Yep.
Oh,
Isn't that nice and smooth?
that is nice and smooth.
Okay, and now dip it in the blue.
Are you sure you want me
Yep,
to dip
dip
it
it in the blue.
in blue? Ooh, will it wreck the blue if I
Nope,
dip
see,
it?
there's no blue and no green in the blue.
Well, there we go. Now, just anywhere?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay, I could paint like this.
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm great. I'm going to double dip.
Sure.
There we go. Boy, that's very nice paint.
So that's all I've done for the background on this.
That's
very,
it.
very, very simple.
Very simple. I'm having a look at it. That's basically it.
Yeah, we're gonna wipe off the paint.
Okay.
Always wipe. Never let paint dry on your brushes. It's a sin.
Now we're doing the photo vignette.
Okay, and we're gonna grab our little Big Shot.
Okay, I'll do that. We're going to grab the little big
The
shot.
little Big Shot. Okay, and we're going to take a photo, and if you can see on this one, you can see how there is the square part of the photo here, but then there's this nice little cut vignette put around. And what this does is it takes out some of the background and really helps us have our focal point.
Focus on the photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see here's another one that I've done. That just had some field and stuff in the background, and so see how it really makes her pop up from
It's
the
almost
photo.
like it's almost like a sunset in the background somehow gives that feel, or
Yeah.
or a light shining from the background.
Yeah, and it's a little bit different,
Okay.
which, we're always looking for different.
Okay.
So first your step is you're going to take your scissors. I'll let you
Okay,
do that.
I got some
And
Westcott
you're going
scissors.
to cut just about like 1/2 inch up this rock and about 1/2 inch in this rock.
Okay, Christy, you're really trusting me with your
I am.
art projects today.
I'm making you work for it.
You are. Okay, is that good?
Yeah, that's way more than enough.
Way more than enough? Okay. And then over here, same thing.
Yep.
All right, is that good?
Yeah, that's probably plenty.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to take our die, and then
And
there's
that's-
a cut side and a non-cut side. That's really important.
Okay, and that's an Elizabeth Craft Designs.
It's an Elizabeth Craft Designs. It comes in a set like this.
Okay.
Okay, so here are the different ones that we can have.
So it has
Put
like
them the
some
right way.
faux stitching on there.
This one does, and I thought that adds a little element,
does,
so
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So these are circles or ovals. Both
right.
work really great for this technique. And what we're going to do is cut side down. We're going to stick this underneath this and underneath this.
Let's make sure they can see that at home, what you just did there.
So see how it's
hiding.
like this
I see.
and like that.
Okay.
So it's not going to cut right here
right.
because it's on top of the die.
Makes sense.
Okay, so then we're just going to put it in our little sandwich, put our plate on top, and let's give it a little whirl. Other
Give
way.
her other way. Oh, gotta hold it. There we go.
Okay, and then lift that up.
I'll give you the honors of doing the dun da da da.
Dun, da, da, and away falls that.
That goes
See,
down.
like really away. And now we have this beautiful photo.
Nice. That's perfect.
Yeah. So then to put
That was
my
very
layout
simple.
together, it is very,
Very simple.
but had such a nice dramatic effect,
Yeah.
right?
It really brings out the photo.
So to put my layout together, I embossed some of these really great shimmer sheets from Elizabeth
And
Crafts.
what exactly are shimmer sheets? Like
So
it's
they're like a plastic filament. Look how shiny they are.
Yes.
And look how the color changes as the light hits them.
sort of hologrammy, is that
Yeah,
what?
holographic. I don't know.
that's it.
What's the right word? We'll
Cool.
go with it. Okay, and then I used an Elizabeth Crafts embossing folder and I ran it through the Big Shot, and this is the finished result.
So it goes from
like that
flat to
this.
that.
So all the bumps and texture.
Love it. Love it.
And then we're just going to use our awesome Scrapbook Runners adhesive.
This is their new Easy Runner Grand Scrapbook Adhesives
And we're gonna
by
just
3L
stick this
that they came
down.
up with. I like how big it is actually. This feels like it can do something.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Very
And
nice.
then the photo vignette would go over top, our journaling block. And the last step, which is really, really fun, is if you look on here, you'll see these little dots
Yeah.
that I've added. I'm going to show you how to do those.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to take,
I'm going to grab that layout again, Christy, so that they can, I'm going
Sure.
to set it beside it so that,
so they can see.
yeah.
Or we can even do it on here.
Oh,
We'll add a few
you're
more.
crazy if you,
We're going to take the end of our paintbrush.
oh no, you better do it.
No, you could do it.
Ooh,
You're going to dip it in the lid
okay.
and then just dot it on the page.
Like just direct?
Straight down.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, fine. I'm good at this. I am really good at this.
You got it.
Perfect.
We'll take this other photo out of here.
Awesome. Oh, that's simple.
Yeah,
And then I'm just going to wipe that off.
exactly. So you can use both ends of your paintbrushes.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk? Okay,
Exactly,
well,
and that's
is
how you finish it off.
very, very cool. And then you used, what did you use to do this doodly?
I did that with the Sakura Pigment Sensei and to do the line, and it's really simple. I love all the different widths that these come in.
Okay.
And I'm just going to draw.
You literally just doodled that.
I just drew the line. So here's the thing. If you don't like your line because it's bumpy,
This is
I
a good
have
tip.
this little thing I call give it a drunk friend.
Okay.
Because everyone looks better when they're beside a drunk friend.
And it's true. All of a sudden that line looks great. Well, you know what, Christy? The great tips. Fantastic way to paint, to create that background. Love what you've done here. I can't wait to see what the people at home do.
Yeah, me too.
Christy is back, and today you are going to use distress crayons
Yes.
with stencils to create a background.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And I'm assuming that's what this is right here. That's what we're going to be doing?
Exactly. So we
Okay.
started with the Momenta cardstock, and this comes in like a whole bunch of very neutrally
I
kind
like
of
it when paper
patterns.
comes in a pack because it's easier to coordinate and pull out, and
Absolutely.
it's also textury. Like I wish you could feel it. Feels linen-y. Is that
Yeah.
the right word?
That's the right word.
Linen-y? Yeah.
Linen-y?
Yeah.
We'll make that a new word.
That's a new word.
Exactly. So we're going to start with that as our background.
Cool.
And I'm going to just tuck this out of the way, and I've got a little piece
Ah,
of it
you
here.
cut it there.
Yep. And then we're going to use these distress crayons, which are new.
From Ranger. They are
Exactly.
new. They are new.
And they're hot.
Especially because of the whole adult coloring that's going around. So
Exactly.
yes.
So they're not like a marker, and they're not like a wax crayon. They're what they call a water reactive pigment.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that.
And so they're somewhat like kind of like a water-based pastel kind of thing. Not a
Okay.
chalk pastel, but like a
Cool. I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, they're really cool. So all you're going to do is you're going to take a couple colors. Now I use the pink and the orange.
Okay, I see you have them out here for me, so nice.
do.
Thank you. Christy always makes me work.
I do.
Okay,
That's
there.
because I'm a teacher.
And and I don't know very much sometimes. So good.
So pop the lid off.
Okay. Wait a second. What are we using here?
Oh,
This
that's
is
right. So that is an adhesive stencil from Momenta. It's really great because they can be
they actually
stuck
come
down.
in. They actually come in. I thought it was all one piece, but they're
No,
actually
it's like
separate
little
pieces.
ones. And see how I can
Nice.
stick this down and
Self-adhesive.
then lift it up and stick
Very
it down
nice.
and lift it up. And it holds that adhesive really well.
Nice.
And it also doesn't go anywhere when you're
like,
using it.
If you have you washed it or anything?
Yeah.
Or is it, oh, you do, and it just sticks back
It
into
sticks
the
back
case.
into the
Okay,
case.
cool, cool.
Okay,
So,
so
now I'm gonna do.
take
does it
off the
matter?
lid.
Does this have an end? No.
Take
There
off
we go.
that lid. Now I want to
Oh,
show
I
you.
see.
You can adjust how much crayon comes in or out.
Okay.
Okay. So take that, and you're not going to color in the whole thing. I just want you to do a couple lines of pink.
Just like go like this?
Yep. You don't worry about being perfect. We just want
Okay.
to apply some color.
Oh, I actually have to get it in there like that?
Yep.
And go anywhere I want,
Yep.
Christy?
Anywhere you want.
Okay. Anywhere else?
Just keep going.
Okay. Here we go. Good.
Okay. And now you're going to do the same thing with the orange.
Okay. It is very pastel-y, like it
Yeah.
feels like
it's like
a wet crayon. Is that fair
Yeah,
to
that's
say?
that's a good way to put it. You're
Just
gonna
yeah.
add in little bits of color.
And all of them? Do you want me to put a little bit in everyone?
It doesn't matter if you
And
do
I
or
don't go all the way to the end, right?
No, you're not coloring in the whole thing.
I'm just okay. There we go.
Looks good.
Does that look about what we want?
Yep.
All right.
So now you're going to take a wet wipe, which is the most versatile scrapbooking tool ever.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you're just going to burnish it. And it'll start to move around. Yep.
like
Stay inside the stencil. Don't go outside.
don't go outside the stencil, and it's all right if the colors come together.
The colors will start to bleed, and you get
Okay.
almost like a watercolor
What
type
about in the
effect.
center? Do I want to go
right
in the-
over the center?
Go right over the center.
And just-
This is what I'm doing is right.
You are perfect.
Okay.
There's no wrong way to do this.
Oh, probably. Okay, good. This looks good.
It does.
Okay.
And then just make sure you get all those little circles.
Oh, in there.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Oh, yes. The color is coming.
Okay, and now ready?
Yes.
Voila! Voila!
It's really stuck. There we go. That's a great stencil sticker.
You have a beautiful flower.
Beautiful.
So easy and so
Okay,
simple.
that is super duper easy.
It is, and so you can just keep going
And they
and
have- look at
create
that, they
a
have tons of
beautiful
colors.
background. Right? Just
Very
by
nice.
and you always, when you're doing a background, always go off the edge.
Okay.
Right? Don't just
I
do
see
the
that you did
center.
that here too,
Yeah, it's
hey?
really important. It creates the illusion of pattern. The other thing that I use them for, and I want to show you, when I was building this layout, see all this great stuff
Like
that's
you
on here?
used the distress crayons?
Yep, to do the background.
Okay.
And then when I was building this background, everything that's on this page came from in here, except for the letters, but those are also artsy.
Okay.
Okay?
It's like a little package of
And this
love.
is still all the
Just a-
stuff that's left.
Oh, wow.
Right? And it has paper and it has tags. So I want to grab a tag because I want to show you. Well, we're going to pull out this tag. I want to show you that you can take those same distress crayons, grab one,
Okay.
and just draw a line on the word funny.
A line?
Yeah, just draw a line on it.
Like this?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
Okay, now you're going to use your finger,
Uh-oh.
not without a wet wipe, just your finger, and you're going to smudge it.
The whole thing?
Just smudge it around.
Just like this?
Yep, keep working it around so that you kind of
Do you want me to go
tint
over to the top?
as much or as little as you want.
Okay.
So see how we can actually
I'm really
tint.
rubbing this.
She is.
There we go.
So it's almost like an oil pastel in that you don't need water to move it.
Okay.
So now when I pull this out, see how it's now tinted?
Oh, yeah. There we
Right?
go.
And then we can just put our adhesive, again, the Easy Runner Grand, which I love.
From Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L.
Exactly.
That's a handy too. And you know what else I love about this? Is that it's nice and big, so when you put it on your workstation, it is hard to lose.
It is.
And I lose my tape runner all the time, so this is also an added bonus of this tool.
So then, see, we just stick it on. And so you can see.
Oh, yeah, you did it right there too?
You could see the color here and on the pattern paper.
Ah, you framed a little bit, the
Yeah,
belief.
all around.
Very nice.
There's a piece of fabric underneath here that was in the pack. I put it on the fabric. It's on this
The fabric also came in that package,
in that
right?
pack. Everything.
Okay, everything.
The string,
Cool.
the buttons, the whole thing.
And you used Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to adhere it all onto
Adhere
the layout?
everything
Okay.
down.
Cool.
Okay, and then the last thing that we can do is I want to show you a little trick on how to get, see how I have this nice distressed edge on the layout?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, so rather than my ink pad,
Okay.
we're going to use,
That's sort of like this browny, gray, kind of looks like you burnt it, smoked it a bit.
exactly, we're going
You
to just
smoked
use
your layout a bit.
the distress
saying.
crayon,
Okay.
draw a line, and smudge it with your finger.
Ah,
So you can't get any
You don't need a whole bunch of
easier
tools.
than that. Your fingers are your best tool.
There you go.
That
looks
and
great.
wet wipes.
That and wet wipes. Okay, now you did one more thing. You drew this line around the
Again,
edges.
with using our Pigma Sensei.
There you go, some Sakura pens. Awesome. And
which
they come
will
in all
write over
sizes?
everything. Yeah.
Great.
Which is so good.
Well, that's awesome, Christy. I'm excited to start using these.
Oh, they're so fun.
Distress crayons, and I look forward to seeing what everybody does at home with them.
Exactly.
Thank you. Christy, you took all those techniques and you put them on this layout.
On one layout.
That is actually brain gem. That's amazing.
Well, I think that's the key, is to have lots of techniques in your repertoire and then learning how to layer them.
Right.
So on this one, you'll see there's some painted paint, right, of the Dilutions
yes,
paint.
that Ranger Dilutions paint score. Look at how bright it is. It just floors me. It stays that wonderful color.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you'll see that we used another Elizabeth Craft stencil and some more Distress stain.
The Ranger Distress stain with the Elizabeth Craft Design stencil.
And so you'll see that I've got it here just on the upper part.
Very nice.
I used the Momenta stencil. I used this butterfly and the Distress crayons to do the butterflies in the background.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about that is that those have like shading, though easily shaded. Did you rub with your finger, or what did you do?
I just used two colors, right? And so that where the two colors mix, give that illusion of shading.
Perfect.
Okay. And then you'll see
you did this vignette.
The vignette on the photo, and also the shimmer sheet here as well.
Very nice.
And again, the vignette this time I used the circular one with the stitching.
Okay.
Which is kind of a little bit masculine.
With the cool shimmer sheets that come in all different colors, I think, right?
Yes.
There's a few different kind of packages you can get with different shades.
Yep. And I used an Elizabeth Craft embossing folder, which I don't have on the table.
It's not on the table right now, but where did you, oh yeah, you used it right there. We see it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you see that we layer each one. And then all the embellishments came from this Artsy Ephemera collage kit. And look, see how much I still have left in there.
Much. It actually doesn't even look like you touched it.
No. And so I was able to get this whole layout out of that one thing.
Great.
And then I stuck it all together with 3L. I love this. Have you seen this from Scrapbook Adhesives?
I actually have seen this.
The essential kit, and everything is in there that you need, right?
Especially for somebody that's wondering what kind of adhesive to use, this is a great place to start to buy the kit.
Yeah.
And then you have a little bit of everything, and then you can figure out what you need to grow in love and what have you.
Or if you're going to a class, or if you're going to a crop, or if you're doing anything, having it all in one package is a great way to do it.
And you used the Sakura pen to go around, and
Sensei pens all the way around the edge. I love how they write on everything, over the paint, over the spray.
And it keeps its color.
It does.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Action-packed show today. Thank you so much for Christy for being on the show. I look forward to having you back.
Absolutely.
Teaching us more stuff. Until next time, take care and happy scrapbooking.